Have you ever had a moment where you're watching a movie, and after thinking about its sequence of events and context, you go, wow, this is sort of similar to this
There's no
movie.
Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no Queen of England.
Or this movie is like that movie. Thanks to my awesome professor's recommendation of movies, this sort of happening led me to compare My Fair Lady to Ex Machina. Although both movies' contexts bring different conditions to the table, they both exude the same type of subject matters. Creation, how that creator transformed one into a lady, and identity. As Caleb puts it,
if you've created a conscious machine, it's not the history of man. That's the history of gods.
Like God, both Nathan and Higgins essentially made Eliza and Ava in their own image. To bring up one from nothing into something resembling high intellect resembles God. Eliza, a low-class Cockney flower girl who is transformed into a woman of poise and polish by Henry Higgins, and Ava, a genoid who is transformed into a highly capable intellect created by Nathan Bateman. Through principles they've embedded or programmed their products to act through on. And as products, they have purposes to carry out, to demonstrate true eminence. Eliza must show that she is a lady with a noble accent and in good manners, whereas Ava must demonstrate true AI. And as creators, they would like to see their creations in action. Nathan brings Caleb to the table to test out Ava, whereas Higgins brings the people to the table to test out Eliza. Thanks to the creators' domineering superiority, of course they both pass with flying colors, but what's to become of them once they've accomplished their goal? Well, the creators thought well ahead of their products for that answer, and let me tell you, the outcome is ambiguous. Eliza, after realizing,
What's to become of me?
From the lack of care Higgins exhibits in his haughty dominance, she eventually becomes independent thanks to the teachings of Higgins. In the musical, Eliza has found her self-importance and independence, which she can now leave Higgins. The greatest of all her identity changes was Higgins teaching her to stand up to him. But this comes off as an unpleasant experience at the time. As for Nathan, Nathan states this,
Ava was a rat in a maze, and I gave her one way out.
which suggests that he programmed her to want to escape, as well as put it in her quote-unquote mind, the overall desire to go to an intersection to people watch. By going to the intersection, Ava is simply doing what she was programmed to do, to be able to imitate humanity and life in a way that is convincing to her hosts. Ava does not actually experience empathy, but rather can mimic it to manipulate her captures, as she has done with Caleb to escape. Nathan programming her end goal with her ability to mimic emotions and aspects of humanity results in her doing whatever it takes to reach it.
Manipulation, sexuality.
Are you attracted to me?
Now, if that isn't true AI, what is?
Both creators had intention in their nurturing, but ultimately ended up with a bit of a twist from what they were expecting. It turns out to be a give and take type of deal. Higgins, giving Eliza mean treatment to take her on as a fully developed woman, gives Eliza the incentive to leave and take what she's learned. Nathan, giving Ava the illusion of her own humanity to take on as a true AI, gives Ava the ability to manipulate and mimic to execute her true programming goal in a gruesome manner. As William Anderson puts it, at the end of the play, Eliza becomes overpowering to Higgins. Her beauty becomes murderous as Higgins realizes that she is leaving. Of course, Eliza doesn't end up killing Mr. Higgins like Ava did to Nathan, but she merely hurts his heart.
Wounded me to the heart.
Ava and Eliza go about their ways as independent women, but it is a true essence of independence. All the power to them. Girl power! Feminist romance!
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.